get to Daniel Jones and the Giants a little bit more and kind of talk about their draft, the draft that they had, and how do you think Daniel Jones can potentially progress with Jason Garrett as his offensive coordinator? You know, obviously Darius Slayton had a pretty solid rookie season, being a 5th-round pick. Evan Ingram hopefully stays healthy. I think the Giants are making some okay moves to improve their team, but again, it comes down to coaching, and I just don't believe in Joe Judge. I don't know if he can coach. So I'm not gonna say that I'm out on the Giants improving as a team, but they have a really tough schedule, and I'm just in wait and see mode with the Giants because they're kind of like that person that your friend that just for whatever reason does things differently. You know, the Giants, they take Saquon Barkley over a quarterback, which is fine, but I mean, I don't know. Daniel Jones over Haskins. Daniel Jones wins round 1, but will he win round number 2 or number 3? I don't know. So, kind of talk about the state of the Giants and should their fans be optimistic?
When it comes to the Giants, I'm going to borrow a little bit from Colin Cowherd here, who doesn't say a whole lot that I agree with, but I do agree with this, in that he rates teams on how dynamic they are. You know, do you have a dynamic quarterback? Do you have dynamic playmakers that can score? Do you have dynamic defensive players that can take away the football? Do you have a dynamic coaching staff that is creative and aggressive and really knows how to tailor a game plan to their talent? And the Giants, they have some dynamic pieces in Saquon Barkley and Evan Ingram, but other than that, not a whole lot. I don't consider Daniel Jones to be a dynamic quarterback. I don't consider Jason Garrett to be a dynamic play caller on offense. I don't really know what Joe Judge is yet, so it's hard for me to kind of figure him out at the moment. I'm not saying he's not dynamic. I just don't know what he is yet. There's not a whole lot of dynamic players on this team. There's good players. They've drafted a lot of really good players in the last couple of years. Andrew Thomas, I like. Xavier McKinney is a 2nd-round pick. I like. It's kind of like a do-it-all safety. Shane Lemieux, who they got as a value in the 5th round, I think is going to be a really good swing guard for them. They took Julian Love. They took. They got Jabril Peppers in a trade. Dexter
Lawrence. Yeah, the defensive tackle out of Clemson. Yeah.
They've taken some really good players the last couple of years, but other than Saquon and Ingram, I don't really see any game-changing players that can absolutely, even if a defense does everything right, that they can still just absolutely house it anytime they need to. So I think they're solid, but not spectacular. And usually a solid roster can only be elevated by a spectacular quarterback or a spectacular coach. And I just don't think they have either one of those right now, especially with Jason Garrett calling the plays. So I think they're going to be fine, but I don't necessarily consider them contenders in the same way that I do the Eagles or Dallas right now. Not even close.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.